One person's story takes the time down. In the input one.
Good evening, everyone.
One person takes the
I'm going to ask you, for those who are obviously having their meals there, if they can just make their way to a seat for us, please.
end of the story.
Thank you very much. We are here for performance and to enjoy the evening. So a few basic things I'm going to ask you. Please be respectful of those who are performing on the stage. Please ensure that your phone is off or otherwise on silence. That means no buzzing, because anybody's shaking, it's not going to happen this evening. So I ask you to please be respectful of that for everyone that's here. Of course, enjoy your evening. It's going to be an absolutely awesome, memorable time. For conversation, it's going to be interactive. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that later. Yes? I can't stop you because you're going to laugh, very full of everything. So make sure those little gurgles are not going to make it. We're going to have too much fun. We're going to be just enjoying ourselves in our seats, which means there will be conversation. I'm going to introduce our acts as we go, but right now, keep yourselves warm and cozy. Let's keep our conversations with each other so we can give respect to what's happening here. So, are we ready?
Yeah.
Now, I know there's more of you than what I'm hearing and what I'm saying, so are we ready?
Yeah.
Well, with that said, it is a month that's called Black History, is that correct?
Yeah.
And we do know for anybody else that's invited to that, it's not just today, it's the whole year and then some. Are we right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really encouraged by what I've seen in recent weeks and so forth. So let's keep the momentum going. Keep the momentum going for the education, the conversation that you're having with your friends and family. And that's what this is about this evening. Encouraging you to propel the energy and take it to go further and further. Will you do that for me, please?
Yes.
I'll come back with you now. So, my people, some have no clue. Some have no answer to the question, and some do not know what to do. I am pleased, proud, and happy to have you all here this evening at the Blackfriars Settlement. So give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you for making every effort for being here this evening. I'm going to introduce our acts.
Yeah.
It's that kind of an evening. So, realistically, to introduce the Black Men's Consortium. Now, I am so pleased and honoured to be a part of this evening to actually see these performers. I'm talking about black men on stage. Okay. With all, yeah. So tell your friend and a friend that you saw them. So with that said, a little bit of history about them. Tonight's the BMC, that's the Black Men Consortium, and they do require men. So if you know somebody you think, you know what, you can do that, let him know to join the crew, okay? So, the Black Men's History Month Playback Theatre. Tonight, the Black Men's Consortium presents the Black History Month Playback Theatre performance. We are the community engagement event showcase members of the BMC, creating spontaneous, improvised theatre performances through unique collaboration between you and the audience and our group of performers. That means you have to get involved. So, and then with them, obviously supporting the Playback Theatre, which is what it's about. Okay, let me read this, and I've got my good glasses on. It's a unique form of improvisational theatre in which audience members volunteer stories from their lives and see them played back on the spot. So we're going to see some real life situations. There we go. Did I hear a phone? Okay, all right. So it involves a team of performances, and musicians who guide you safely through the process of sharing, watching, and reflecting on stories that resonate for you in that particular moment. So really, we're going to think of a safe space. So find yourself in a space of which we are now. Can I ask you just to take a breath in and a breath out? Just really got to let it go. whatever's there, we're going to be in the moment and the now to enjoy what we're here, because this is absolutely spontaneous. And even more so, I want to encourage you. I know you may take pictures and video, but if we can just leave that and just enjoy where you are and just know that you're really in a place that's, you know, you're here in a time and there's more information. So, Judea drumming. Dia offers regular West African drumming classes in here at Blackfriars Settlement. That's this place here. Judea drumming also runs workshops and musical performances for charity, corporate and private events during BHM and every other month of the year. That means book them. Okay? So that's what that means. I will say I am Shida, your MC, and I'm sharing the position with somebody else who will introduce later. But more importantly, over to you. I ask you to really give a rousing welcome. Let's stamp our feet and shake and just clap our hands and do what we can to welcome to the stage the Black Men's Consortium.
Can we give Sheila a round of applause? We are honoured to be here tonight. We are the Black Men's Consortium. We are a group of men that meet every Monday evening in Brixton. What do you mean? Beg your pardon?
Are you welcome? Keep it down, Grandma.
We're an intergenerational group of men that meet every Monday evening in Brixton. Black and brown men come together to talk about the things that matter, that are important to them. And we use drama and theatre performances to raise the awareness of these issues that the men want to put out there in public. And we want to raise the profile of not only the group, but we want to raise the profile of the issues that we're putting out through the performances so that we can engage with stakeholders around policy change. Because we're not happy about the way that health inequality is for black and brown men, and we want change. And we use our theatre performances to make those changes, to start that debate, to get people to engage and be part of the whole transformation. That's what we do on a week in, week out basis. Thank you very much. So tonight's performance, for the next 50 odd minutes, we want to entertain you. And we haven't brought any stories with us. We can't perform unless you help us.
We got nothing. Let's go home.
We've got absolutely no stories, no shows, no performances to do without your help. So what's really crucial is that we get you to help us tell the stories that need to be told tonight. We know that Southwark Council is got an important thing to say around joy, and I know you all have some kind of joy, stories of other things related to joy, and stories that you want to share with us. So we've got about 50 odd minutes to try to tell as many of these stories as possible. And the way it's going to work is we invite one person to come up and just tell us a little bit of what they want to share. A little story of an incident, a moment, a situation. It's whatever you want to share. Make sure, obviously, you are okay with sharing what you want to share with us. But that moment that you share with us, we are going to try, these amazing men will try to then reenact elements, moments of that story for you personally. So we will play back the story that you've shared with us, and we will try our best to do the elements of that story.
To reiterate, it will be about black joy.
Black joy.
It's about black joy.
Indeed. Yes.
Nothing miserable tonight.
Nothing miserable. Black joy. So that's what we're going to be offering. A chance for you to come up and share with us something, nothing long, nothing too short, nothing too long, but just something that you feel is important for you about black joy. And we, as a group of men, will perform that for you and just check in with you about how that was, and we'll also check in with the audience. So, to get the thing started, we need our first brave person who'd like to come up and share a little something. Yes! Can we give a round of applause, please? What's your name?
My name is Barbara.
Coming over here, Barbara. I've got a lovely seat for you. I'm hoping everyone can see Barbara sat here. Barbara, my name's Tony, and these are the amazing Black Men's performance. And as you know, there's Dyer over there with his drumming. What would you like to share with us tonight so that these men can create a performance for you?
To begin with, I don't know what made me put up my hand.
She's not sure what made her put up her hand.
To begin with, but one of the things, all my life I've been passionate about Black men.
You've been passionate about Black men all your life.
Yes, because it stems from my father.
Stems from your father.
Yes, and I've been so passionate about my dad. He used to take me everywhere. Because I was like, he always said, oh, I'm the second man.
Oh,
So,
he said that all the time, did he?
we had a business place in front of the house, like
Yes.
a corner shop, like that. And when I had brothers, I had 8 brothers.
Hey,
Babs, he took me. Babs, are you coming? Are you coming? So I went to Cartier and Sons in Grenada, in St. George's, to buy stuff for the shop.
okay, we went to buy some stuff for the shop?
Yes, and everywhere he's going, Babs, are you coming? So I ended up being so close to my dad.
Babs, are you coming? And you ended up being so close to your dad.
So, I think then I have 8 brothers.
8 brothers
And I have 2 sons.
and 2 sons.
So I'm kind of really passionate about Black men.
Yes.
And whenever I see someone, sometimes coming home on the corner of the road, I see the men standing there coming
Yes.
from the betting shop.
Yes.
And I always have to have a conversation with them before I go home.
So every time you see some men on the street who are hanging out by the corner shop or the betting shop, you want to have a conversation
Yes.
sometimes with them?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm a kind of like, I said, I've joined in that community champion in Wandsworth.
Right, you're a community champion in one
Yes,
as well.
and we look at from surviving to thriving.
Right, some from surviving to thriving, that's
Yeah,
what you look at.
Yeah, we look at how we can help people to thrive.
Yes.
We don't want people to just survive.
No.
So often people say, I'm just surviving. No.
You want
We
us
want
to thrive.
We say head for the moon, catch a few stars on the way down.
Head for the moon, catch a few stars on the way down.
Yes, so always we want people to reach to the highest height.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you fall, get up and you try it again.
Well,
That's my story.
thank you so much. What we're going to do now, we're going to try, these amazing men and Dia are going to reenact elements of what you heard. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch. Babs, are you coming? Babs, are you coming? Babs, where are you? Are you coming? Babs, are you coming?
Dad, how come you're always hanging out with Babs and not us?
Babs, are you coming?
Dad, how come you're always hanging out with Babs and not us?
Babs,
Dad,
Come.
how come you're always hanging out with Babs and not us?
Babs,
Dad,
need some help?
how come you're always hanging out with
Wanna
Babs
drive?
and not us?
Wait.
Dad,
Babs,
how come you're always hanging out with Babs
coming?
and not us?
What's this? Wanna drive? Come on.
Dad,
You need some
hanging
help?
out with
How
Babs
about
and
you?
not us?
Are you coming?
Huh?
Dad,
Do you want the help?
how come you're always
Some
hanging
help?
out with Babs and
Nothing.
not us? Dad,
What you doing, guys?
how come you're always hanging out with Babs and
Yeah,
not us?
boy.
you coming?
I want some money
Dad.
today.
I want
How come you're
this.
hanging with Babs and not us?
You coming, Babs?
Dad,
What?
Are you coming?
Do you need some help?
Remember the rum punch?
Do you need some help?
Rum punch.
how come you're hanging with Babs and not
Do you need some help? What do you want to do? I want you to drive. I want to put this around your neck. I want you to drive. Come on, I'll help you. What do you need? What do you need?
Babs, are you coming?
What do you need?
Babs, are you coming?
What do you need?
I want to know if you're coming, Babs. Are you coming? Are you coming, Babs? Are you coming? Are you
Coming.
Thank you very much. Babs, how was that for you, what you just saw? Humbling.
Yeah, it makes me feel, oh my goodness. And it took me back.
It took you back.
Yeah, to my dad.
It took you back to your dad.
Yeah, I love my dad.
It touched your heart. Who else did this performance touch? Does anybody relate and connect and identify with this story? Parents? Calling you? Anybody else? Hands up if you connect and relate to this story in any way. About someone calling, having brothers, sisters, family. How many of us here have family? Hands up if you've got family. Yeah, we all relate to family. Yeah. Babs, thank you so much. Can we give Babs a round of applause for that story? So, that was our warm-up. These men have kind of 3 different styles of performing. One of them is like what we call free form, where they'll just improvise and tell the story like a normal kind of short drama. Another one would be the way that you saw it here today, just now. That's what we call a kind of fluid kind of way of moving. And another one is like a chorus where they kind of stick together. But don't worry about that. What's going to happen is you're going to see the styles being played out. So that was the first performance. Do we have another story? Another person who would like to share a story about anything? Yes. Yes. Can we get a round of applause? What is your name in your wonderful outfit that you're wearing? Your name?
My name is Merville Myers.
Merville Myers! Come on, give it up! Merville Myers! Merville, why have you come to share a moment, a story, something for us? Tell us.
I want first, in the beginning, to give praises to Mr. Tony Seeley, the man who helped me get out of myself and discovered my creativity. I've always been writing from an early age, and my father was stricken with Parkinson's, and I've been on a journey. The man. And I'll go further. We're celebrating. Call me brother Fembe! Tomorrow is the birthday of 3 members of my family who were born on the 27th of October. So my granny was in labor those times. 1918, my father. 1926, my uncle Sylvester. And 1933, my auntie Tillin, Iselin Powell.
Wow.
She's the only one of the clan of 16 children. So my grandfather, and the wild man who was my grandfather. So she's the only one standing, she'll be 90. And that's my father's story. I grew up with men, so I'm more comfortable Women, don't get jealous. But I'm comfortable with the men because I had 7 brothers. 5 older and 2 younger. Big sister. But I'm here today to share the story. Of course, not forgetting this man. But my husband is 100 years old. He has a brother who is 96. And he has a sister who is 93. So we are not together. But I've done a documentary and I'm going around, my case is over there with both of us. I'm going around sharing the stories because if it wasn't for the men, we wouldn't be the empowered women. That's why I'm here today. Spread the word. And you will also find me with Mr. Seeley because first, Theatre of the Oppressed. Yesterday I was at his training and we're in the group together, innit? So we don't know what little performances. So what's just happening here is sort of familiar. It's like going back and retraining and doing the development. So anybody who is here, please be free. Come contact me, man, and help me celebrate my husband's journey and joy and everything, the legacies, the foundations and everything. Me can sing, me can dance, me can prance. I have published my first book. I do poetry. I have a friend over there who's been like helping me to get involved. Come up, so let's see. Alright, so what other question? I don't have to do it.
Well, out of that, whatever we've just heard, I'm going to allow my amazing group of performers to reenact something of the essence of what we just heard. And I'm going to leave them and make them to decide whether they do that in any kind of style. But let's watch. Oh, come on, get up, get up. Let's watch.
Come out the stage together.
Yeah,
You're right at the stage.
I'm 100 years young. 100 years young. 100 and love has got me there. I'm 100 years young. 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 I'm 100 years young.
You cook my food yet? Oi, you cook my food yet?
I'm 100 years young.
100 years? I can't wait 100 years for my food.
I'm 100 years young, I just told you.
What about ackee and swordfish?
You had that last week.
Last week? I was dead and I still waiting 100 years for my food.
100 years, man.
We want your longevity. We want your melanin. I am the green-eyed monster.
Yappy! Yappy!
Give me your melanin. Give me your resources. I want your energy.
I'm 100 years old.
I'm gonna stop smoking ganja.
Monster. Yeah.
I'm 100 years
I'm
old.
too strong.
I want your might force. I want your melanin.
Yappy!
Everybody has eat their son smoking. What a food! Come on! I'm hungry!
You're greedy!
Come
longevity. Go away.
May one. May one.
I'm 100 years young.
Women food. Women food.
Women food. Women food. Women food. Women food. Women
If they're not in this space, feel shy to come out.
Verbally, how was that for you?
110.
Was there any particular moment that you enjoyed or you saw that brought back something for you, or?
It was just surreal. Everybody's done something that makes me so very proud. And remembering the time when I was that person in the background who was so scared to come out because of whatever. And to meet this man, Theatre of the Oppressed, Augusta Boal, at the one in the living room. I mentioned the Cardboard Citizens that I was a member of, and where I came from to where I'm at now. Give the credit where it's due. It's only just begun.
And credit to you too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So as you can see, we haven't come with any stories ourselves, and we do require you to be able, if you're willing, to share something, anything that we can play back for you. So are there any person in the audience who would like to say something, share a little moment, an incident, a time when, yes?
Yes. Oh yes, please come.
How are you, young man? A little bit nervous, to be honest.
Oh, Dad, I think you have to switch.
What's your name?
Michael.
Michael. And how old are you, Michael? It's your dad's name. How old are you? 9 years old. Woo! Wow. What would you like to tell us? What would you like to share so that these amazing performers and drummers can play back something that you might enjoy?
So, I've been hearing on the news that black people are just scaring me a bit. So I just wanted to get it out and talk about it.
You've been hearing on the news that black people have been stabbing each other, and it's making you feel a bit scared, and you wanted to let it out. Thank you for being brave to tell us. Is there anything else? Is there anything else that you would like to share with us, or you would like us to do?
I'd like to share that my dad told me all this history.
Your dad told you all the history, yes.
And I'm
And
here.
you're here. You're here learning about it. We are all very proud of you. We give you a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen,
So what are you saying, bro? What is it, beef? What is it, beef, bro? What? Is it beef?
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
Sit down, son, man.
I don't recognize you. Who are you? You don't belong around here. What's this?
Can't touch this. 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 Can't touch this.
You're different. I like you. I can relate to you.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Oh, brother man.
Can't touch this.
Brother man. Brother man. Oh, I don't care what they say. Black love is stronger than black hate. I don't care what they say. Black love is stronger than black hate. I don't care what they say. Because black love is stronger than black hate. And I don't care what they say. Because I know black love is stronger than black hate. That's right. I don't care what they say. Black love is stronger than black hate.
Can't touch this.
I don't care what they say.
Why them pigeons these then? Why these pretty things then? Everyone to kill. Each and everyone to kill.
I got love in my heart. I don't care what they say, because I know the black love is stronger than black hate. I don't care what they say, because I know that black love is stronger than black hate. One more time. I don't care what they say, because I know that black love is stronger than black hate. R.I.P. to the black brothers that we've lost. Micah, how was that for you?
It was great because it felt nice because they was all joining together and it felt real.
I want to say thank you for being yourself, being you, and coming up here and sharing this moment. Because without you, we wouldn't have got to what we all want to see, particularly in the black community. The black love, stronger than black hate. Thank you. So, Black Joy. Black Joy. You're shaking your head, sir. Come. This gentleman here. Yes. Come, sir. Give him a round of applause. How did I choose you? Well, I saw you shaking your head with some kind of a acknowledgement. Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Elridge Bodkin.
Elridge Bodkin. Bodkin. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
I'm a little bit nervous having you here, an elder next to me.
He's not that much older than me.
Keep the black
club alive.
It's such a pleasure to have you next to me. This event that we're doing here tonight, it's about black joy, or the theme is black joy. Is there anything that you might want to share with us tonight? Anything at all that resonates with you, that connects with you, that you identify, that we as a group of performers can play back the essence of what you feel is important that you want to share with us?
You put me on a huge spot because I never thought of anything, to be honest.
We're all black men.
Yes.
That's what we have in common.
Yes, that's right. And okay, I mean, this morning I had a touching moment when I remembered my uncle Mike, who passed away 3 years ago. And this week was the anniversary of his passing, which is interesting because 5 years ago, this weekend is the anniversary of my father's passing. And both are very special men to me.
Yes.
And my father was a musician. His favorite instrument was the ukulele, which he played in a band called the Magnificent Seven.
The Magnificent Seven.
So these two guys, these two men, my father passed at 93, and my uncle passed at 83. Yeah, interesting. And yeah, this morning I had to think about both of them.
Yes.
Because of a particular touching moment.
And did they pass here or abroad?
Both passed here. Now, my uncle lived in Fulham since the late 50s. My dad, he lived between Montserrat. Any Montserratians here?
Any Montserrat people? Yes! Wonderful.
Yeah, my dad lived between Montserrat and London. But he came here in 1955. Not quite Windrush.
Okay.
But the Windrush generation. So I'm a child of Windrush.
And a pioneer he was.
He was indeed. Yes, he went up to Preston.
Yes.
And worked in the mills. And then decided enough was enough. Got in a little problem up there when he had to defend himself. And he thought, better come to London. So he did. And there it is.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I'll tell you something else about my dad.
Yes, please.
My dad had a steel band in the 50s, which was also called the Rising Sun.
The Rising Sun.
Steel band. And when he had a break between playing a set of songs.
Yes.
He had a sound system.
He had a sound system as well?
I'm talking about the 50s now.
Yes.
Now this sound system was made from carved, it was carved furniture.
Carved
It
furniture.
wasn't the big boxes that you had
Those Jamaicans
in the 70s.
You know what those Jamaicans are like, with their huge wardrobes.
That's the point.
Yes.
So he had this little thing. That's how, yeah, he played the records, spun the records between the sessions.
Talent.
Yeah, there you go.
And some of that talent is still in you.
I doubt it. I have sung a little bit, but my friend over there remembers when I did that. That's the one. That's the one.
Keep it down, Thelma.
But my late brother
Yes.
was a musician. He played drums. My youngest brother is a singer-dancer. He's now in Bangkok doing a gig. And my nieces are singers. So we're all musical except for me.
You're a singer.
That's your opinion.
You're a singer.
That's my opinion.
That's your opinion. So, we've heard an amazing story about your family. Let's watch.
After the music.
Ting 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 ting. Elridge, where are you? Ting 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 ting. Elridge, where are you? Ting 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 ting. Elridge. Ping ping pong 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 pong. Elridge. Come on, steel man. Elridge, come on, we play, man.
Memory of my uncle and father can't done. Magnificent seven, the rising sun. Black libation to our ancestors, here we come with undiluted love. Memory of my father and uncle can't done. Magnificent seven and a rising sun.
I have to leave this place.
With undiluted love to our ancestors, with undiluted love, here we come.
Preston, the sun never
Memory
rises.
of my father and my uncle can't done. Magnificent seven and a rising sun.
Preston,
Undiluted love.
where the sun
Praise
never
the
rises.
ancestor.
So me gone. I have to
Memory of my daddy, my uncle and my daddy. Can't done. Magnificent seven and rising sun. Praise to all our ancestors. Undiluted love, here we come.
My head was made strong by the Lord of the Almighty as we move forward in this generation. Triumphantly, we'll choose to sing these songs of freedom. All I ever had, redemption song.
How was that?
Wow, that's amazing. You know, first of all, I wasn't expecting to be up here. Second, I wasn't expecting to be telling any stories.
Right.
And then these wonderful gentlemen put on a performance that captured Preston,
Yes.
captured the music, captured the ukulele, redemption song,
Yes, indeed.
and the ancestors can't done.
How many of you, excuse me, how many of you can identify and relate to a story like that? Family, musical family, got a hands up. Hands up to people who can relate to your family being quite musical, traveling far away, moving from one place to the other. Hands up if we can identify with these general themes. There's quite a lot of people who can relate to your story.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. Can we round of applause? Thank you so much.
Never heard that before.
So you've seen how this works. We haven't got any stories. We need a story from you. It can be anything, a moment, a real situation. Oh, you've got a story. Can we give her a round of applause? Good evening. What's your name?
Good evening, my name is
Paula Cameron. Nice to meet you, Paula. How are you?
So my story is
Yes.
about names.
It's about names.
Yes. And it's linked to my uncle.
Linked to your uncle.
I'm sure it's going to be related to quite a few people from the Caribbean.
Okay, could relate to people from the Caribbean.
Yes.
Yes.
Because my family's from Jamaica and they have a lot of pet names.
They're from Jamaica and they have a lot of pet names.
Yes, so
Yes.
my
No idea.
auntie,
Yes.
that I called Auntie Elaine,
Yes.
her name is Monica.
Auntie Elaine was called Monica.
Yes. So this story is about my uncle. Because it's about men,
Yes.
I'm going to leave it to my uncle.
Your uncle?
My uncle Raphael.
Raphael.
My uncle Raphael was called Uncle Raphael to me all my life. And I went to visit my mum's past. I went to visit her grave. And I thought to myself, oh, my Uncle Raphael is buried around here somewhere because I went to the funeral. So I went looking for his grave.
Yes.
I couldn't find him. And then times go on, I spoke to my auntie. I spoke, his name is not Uncle Raphael. His name is Lascelius.
Not Uncle Raphael. Lascelius.
Lascelius. And it still carries on because my brother is called Stanley.
Yes.
But on his birth certificate is Winston.
Stanley, but on the birth certificate it's Winston.
That's right. So I just find it so confusing. And I'm sad for the next generation who may be like me one day want to go look for Uncle Stanley's grave.
Yes.
It's not going to be in Stanley, it's
No.
going to be in Winston.
It's going to be in
So
Winston's
how do
name.
we solve this as a community? Because it's like a little bit crazy. Try to locate family members that I know from a child by a certain name,
Yes.
but actually they're buried in their birth certificate name. That you have to, if you're lucky enough to still have family members to go making oh yes, their name is
Such and such.
Winston. Yes, it's not Stanley, it's Winston. So this is my story.
What a wonderful story. Now, in your opinion,
Yes.
this story, do you think it's a unique story or it's very common?
It's very common.
Just to put it out there. Hands up of those who know it's very common.
Yes.
Is it just common about the Jamaican community or other islands in the Caribbean?
All of them.
All of them? Everywhere.
So what's your real name, Thelma?
So, we have some connections to this story in some shape or form. Let's watch.
My name is Winston. But all of you can call me Stanley. Yes, Stanley. Yes, Stanley.
Stanley? Stanley?
Stanley.
Can we call you Andy?
Winston.
What is my grave for my uncle? What is my uncle's grave? Oh. What mean is that? No, it's not him. Is him? No? It's not him. Again. What is? Where is my uncle?
No, yeah, this is my coat. It's got my name in it. You can see it right there. Raph. It's short for Lascelius. My mother gave me that name.
You're sure? I'm sure she gave me that name.
Don't speak about my mother.
Oh, sorry. Beg your pardon.
What is my uncle's grave?
What your uncle's name?
Winston.
No.
That sounds like Stanley to me.
That's
Hold on. See, this is confusing me. Because I'm here and I'm trying to build a family tree. Right? This Ancestry.com is not working.
What's the
Why are you looking for Uncle Raphael? Right, where is he? I can't
What
find
kind of name,
nothing.
Raphael?
It's Winston. Where is Winston? I heard he's something like who? That's
You know, that family tree going to be long on and it speaks of scars.
Why you be long like that? Long like this? What up? What is?
Hold on.
He said something. Wait. He said Asian girl. He said Asian girl. He said Asian girl.
Persuasion.
Rasta Claus.
That's our story.
How was that for you? Sorry, I could just about, thank you. Yeah. How was it for you?
It was great. It was really great. They really expressed the confusion of having these names, pet names that people do. And they made it comical.
How's it terrible Jamaican?
And you were saying earlier that we need to break that tradition.
Yeah.
How might we do that? What
Stop
could we
giving
do?
our children pet names.
Stop giving children our pet names.
Their pet names. Just call them what's on birth certificate.
My name on my birth certificate is Seeley.
Yes.
I'm coming from Jamaican parents. My mum used my dad's name to call me Collins when we got here in the UK. And then growing up, my mum had my pet name, which was called Bum Bum. Perhaps some people may embrace that name and know that it's something about heritage and tradition and what their parents did, whereas others don't want to engage in that. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, at the end of the day, it's all to do with being able to trace and track the family tree.
Yes.
And know each other by your real names. I just don't think that having if you're going to use a pet name, just let the other members of the family know that it's a pet name. And I think that will help a lot. Thank you for listening to my
Thank you
story.
so much. Thank you. So I think we've got time for one last story, and then we have to kind of hit the highway. We've got another gig. So there must be one person who's dying to share a story with us. Yes? Please? Good evening. What's your name, sir? Adrian. How you doing, Adrian? I'm a little bit kind of warmed up now. I was a bit nervous earlier, but I've kind of warmed up. What brings you here?
I came with my missus and
Okay.
our friend Nika invited us down. It is part of London.
Southwark?
Southwark. I'm from southwest London, Battersea, Tooting area.
Okay.
It's mad because I said to myself, I'm not going to tell a story. But I write stories for a living. I'm a script writer. So I said, that's weird. And then I was inspired by all the people that
have come up before.
Yeah, the guy was random. You just took him randomly. He had such a great story. Like, I don't know how you knew that, but we've all got great stories.
We have.
So my story is about. I was thinking, what am I going to say? What would I share?
Yes.
And then I thought, oh, well, I had a moment with my son last night. my second born. I got 3 children and a bonus son. My bonus son said, my other son should have came. The story's about him.
How old is your son that you had a conversation with last night?
He's 16, going to be 17 next month.
Okay.
And my thing, it didn't mean to start like that, but it kind of just flowed into this story.
Father and son.
Father and son, and it became about like black men not talking to their children enough, which for me, that was my experience.
Right.
So my dad would come and get me from Kentish Town. And if anyone knows the route between Kentish Town and Streatham where my mum lived, it's a little bit of a drive. And he had his Golf GTI back in the 80s, absolutely. And he'd come and pick me up. And I used to wonder, like, he used to drive all the way and he never spoke to me once. And me and
The whole time?
Not a word. Not a word. You might ask if I'm thirsty, but other than that, he never said one word to me. And I used to always wonder when he was driving, which the story's about, by the way, but when he was driving, like the gears, I'd wonder why he moved the gear like that, then move it like that, then move it like that. Then when he moved it like that, he never touched it for about 10 miles. He used to drive fast as well. And then he put it in fifth. He never touched, but I didn't know how to speak to him because he didn't speak to me, and I was like 8 years old. And me and my dad's cool now. He's cool. I'm a big man, isn't he? We're all right. I spoke to him about that, but he never spoke to me. So anyway, when I came home yesterday, my son said to me, my firstborn, he just bought a car and crashed the car.
Okay.
With
His name?
My firstborn.
Yeah.
My firstborn, Ramel. My secondborn, I'm talking about, is Che.
Che.
So Ramel bought a car. 3 weeks later, he crashed the car. There's no more car. So anyway, my secondborn always wants to do what his big brother does. And he said to me last night when he came in, he said, yeah, Dad, I want to do my driving lessons. And I said to him, well, you should take your time. And then he said to me, nah, but you know, I really want to do it, and you know, he needs to do it. And I said, well, you need to get a job.
Yes.
To pay for it, because I'll do so much, but afterwards you're on your own.
Yeah.
Especially after what your brother done, it's cost me a lot of money. So he said to me, it's impossible to get a job, but you can't possibly wait to get a car. And I said, those two statements don't match. You can't say it's impossible, and I understand how hard it is for the young black youths, but you can't say it's impossible to get a job and then say that you need to get a car. Because in order for you to get the car, you have to get the job. There's no two ways about it. And so we had that kind of conversation, and then my missus said to me, oh, you stop going on, because I was talking his ears off. And I said to him, but my dad never spoke to me, so I always said when I have children, I will talk their ears off. And I'm that kind of black father that talks their ears off about anything and everything. And I said, actually, he's learning something, because patience is going to be key. And also turn impossible, because he said it's impossible. I said, turn impossible to I'm possible. It's the same spelling.
I'm possible.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
So I said, you need to turn impossible to I'm possible. And I said, you're only limited by your mind. My missus was cool. She said, no, actually, you know, keep going.
So, for our last story of the evening, let's watch.
What? You're hungry? Stop! What do you want? Asha!
What's that stick?
It's a stick.
Dad, where are you from?
Your grandmother.
Dad?
What do you want?
What's my real name?
Son.
Turn limitation into a limitation and put the shun in a limitation, turn impossible into I'm possible, or even we possible.
Are we there yet?
Shut up! Dad, I can't get a job, but I need a car. I need to go fast like.
Shut! Turn I'm possible from the impossible.
But Dad, it's not possible for me to get a job, but I need a car. Because I need to go fast like.
You're too damn lazy!
Limitation into limitation.
Are we there yet?
Shut up!
Dad,
it's
how old are
impossible.
you, Dad? How old are you, Dad?
Learn to
Older than
talk
you.
to your son.
Dad,
We are one.
it's impossible to get a job,
Dad.
but I need to get a car.
Dad, can you teach me how to drive?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! From impossible to I'm possible.
All
Learn
that should
to
be
talk to
seen,
yourself.
not heard! Shut up!
How come you don't talk about your
We
dad?
are
Dad?
one.
Dad,
Learn to talk to your son.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
this is enough to make me crash.
Dad, we just went through a red light.
Oh shit!
No wonder Mum doesn't talk to you.
Turn impossible into I'm possible. We are one.
Shut up!
How was that?
That was spooky because they spoke about things that I never mentioned but was true. Growing up, I was Adrian Alec. My mum was
Yeah, I
Sandra
know,
Joseph,
but I wanted to go.
and my dad was Lloyd Scott.
Let them have the main phone.
And I'm thinking, so if my dad's Lloyd Scott, my mum's Sandra Joseph, and I'm Adrian Alec.
How many people can relate to a story like that? How many of you? Let's see the hands up. People can relate to a story like that. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. So we've come to the end of our time, and the only thing that we've got left to do before we finish is that we want to do an amalgamation of all of the stories that we've heard tonight in a very short space of time. It's what we call a mashup. So you're going to see bits of all of the stories that we heard tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch.
I'm confused. I was born Desmond, but they call me Leroy.
I am the green-eyed monster!
I'm confused.
Yeah! I want your melanin! I want your resources! I want your joy! I want your peace! I am green-eyed monster! Yeah! I want your beauty! I want your resources! I want your joy! I want your peace! Yeah!
We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for helping you to entertain us and vice versa. We couldn't have done it without you. I want to say thank you to these amazing performers. Can we give them another round of applause?
Please come up one more time. One more time. What makes it great, I really hope that you can take those stories, because it's not just a case of entertainment, it's bringing out the conversation, helping us to talk about things in our lives in the community. So the Black Men's Consortium is an important part of our theatre and our lives. So once again, you've done great, been very, very That's right. The Playback Theatre is a part of that, and the drumming by Dear. Who bravely gave their stories, especially the young man there. We're going to have ourselves a quick 15-minute break, so that's really 10 minutes. So I'm going to ask you to come back in about 10 minutes, get yourself some drinks and so forth. Come back, because there's more entertainment, there's more to be had, and it's not over yet. So we'll see you all very, very soon.
If you want to join the BMC or talk to us about it, we're going to be here. And if you want to give us some feedback on an evaluation, you can always scan this and come up to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sheila.
Thank you very much.
Sheila.
Thank you.